the loop, you never left the game. Alex had been waiting for this game for months. The advertisement promised an experience you'll never forget. And now he was finally putting on the headset. At first, the familiar glow of his room disappeared. Darkness swallowed him, and a new world emerged. He found himself in a dense forest at midnight. Mist curled around his feet, and the trees towered above him like silent sentinels. Every sound was unnervingly amplified: leaves rustling, twigs snapping under invisible footsteps. A low, almost imperceptible whisper seemed to echo through the air, calling his name, Alex, Alex. He spotted a faint glow ahead, a small cabin. Its windows were shattered, and the door hung slightly ajar. Curiosity pushed him forward. As he stepped inside, the door slammed shut behind him. The air turned colder, the darkness deeper, and then he realized the cabin had no walls. The forest was still around him, but it looked wrong. The trees were twisted, and shadows moved on their own. A sudden metallic clang echoed somewhere above him. Alex froze. Then came the whispers again, closer this time, surrounding him from all directions. He turned, but no one was there. Alex's heart pounded. Every instinct screamed for him to run, but the cabin, if it could even be called that, had no walls. The twisted trees outside seemed to lean closer, their branches stretching like claws. Shadows flitted across the fog, moving in ways that defied logic. The whispers grew louder, circling him. Alex, why are you here? Alex, you shouldn't be here. The voice was everywhere, yet nowhere. A sudden movement caught his eye, something black, moving just beyond his vision. He spun around, but there was nothing. The air grew icy, and the fog thickened, pressing against him like a living thing. Then came the floor, or what he thought was the floor. It shifted beneath his feet. The cabin's interior stretched and twisted, walls appearing and disappearing, and Alex stumbled, trying to find stable ground. Every step echoed unnaturally, and he could feel eyes on him from every shadow. A metallic scrape sounded above him, followed by a distant, hollow laugh. Alex realized he was trapped in something alive, something that didn't want him to leave. Alex stumbled backward, his heart racing. The floor beneath him twisted like liquid, bending in impossible ways. The walls, if they could even be called walls, stretched and warped, vanishing and reappearing in places he had just stepped. Every direction seemed to loop back on itself. The shadows moved faster now, flitting just beyond his vision. He could feel cold, unseen fingers brushing against his skin. Whispers screamed around him, overlapping. You can't leave, Alex. Stay forever. Panicked, Alex ran. Every step echoed unnaturally, reverberating through the air as if the forest itself was mocking him. Branches reached out like claws, snagging at his clothes, scratching his arms. The fog thickened, swirling into faces twisted, screaming faces that vanished the moment he looked directly at them. A sudden, deafening clang reverberated from above, and the hollow laugh returned, louder and closer. Alex realized the forest wasn't just a place, it was alive, and it had him trapped. Alex sprinted through the twisting, shifting forest, but no matter which way he turned, the paths looped back on themselves. The fog thickened into walls, suffocating and heavy. Shadows lunged at him from every direction, brushing against his arms and legs. He stumbled into a clearing, or what appeared to be one. The ground rippled beneath his feet, and ghostly faces emerged from the fog, screaming silently before dissolving. A sudden metallic clang rang out nearby, and Alex froze, heart hammering in his chest. The hollow laugh returned, this time echoing from multiple directions, mocking his panic. Alex realized the forest was not just alive, it was hunting him. and every step he took only brought him deeper into its nightmare. Alex wandered aimlessly through the endless fog. The forest was gone, or maybe it had become the fog itself. Every sound was muffled, distant, as if he were underwater. His footsteps made no sound now, and yet something else was walking beside him. Alex, the voice, was soft this time, almost gentle. He turned, but there was only the fog. Then, faintly, another voice, his own, whispered back, "Don't listen." Alex froze. His reflection stepped out of the mist. It looked exactly like him, but its eyes were black, hollow, and wet, like something alive was moving behind them. The double smiled, slowly, unnaturally. "Why are you still running?" it asked. "You're already home." Alex's heartbeat filled the silence. The fog thickened again, swallowing his reflection whole. But before it vanished completely, the double whispered one last thing. "If you stop running, you'll remember everything." Alex stumbled forward, tearing off the headset, but the room didn't return. Instead, the forest spilled into his apartment. Twisted trees sprouted through the walls, shadows crawling across the floor and ceiling. The fog lingered, thick and suffocating, carrying whispers that seemed to come from inside his own head. "Alex, you can't leave," the voice hissed. He looked at his hands. They were covered in bark, like he had become part of the forest. The ceiling stretched above him, elongating unnaturally, and the floor bubbled like liquid. Every familiar object in his apartment now seemed alien and hostile. Panic overtook him. He ran toward the door, but the door led to another forest path. The game, the forest, his apartment, it was all one, and it was hunting him relentlessly. Alex ran deeper into the forest, but every path seemed to twist impossibly, leaping back on itself. The fog thickened, turning the world into a gray, suffocating void. Shadows flickered at the edges of his vision, moving faster than logic should allow. Branches grabbed at him, scratches running across his arms. The whispers multiplied, overlapping voices in every direction. "Alex, you cannot escape. Alex, stay." He stumbled into a clearing wall. Maybe it was a trap. The trees around him bent toward him, their twisted limbs forming grotesque shapes, like fingers pointing directly at him. The ground rippled like liquid beneath his feet. Panic consumed him as he realized the forest was not just alive, it hunted him with intelligence, anticipating his every move. Alex ran, heart hammering, but he could feel it, something unseen moving just behind him. Every time he glanced over his shoulder, there was nothing. Yet the scratches on his arms told another story. The whispers grew frantic, overlapping voices, sometimes mocking, sometimes pleading. "Alex, stop, come back, stay." Branches seemed to reach faster now, snagging at his clothes, tearing at his skin. Shadows darted at the corners of his vision, disappearing when he tried to focus. The forest itself seemed to bend, pots twisting to trap him further. A sudden, sharp metallic clang rang nearby, followed by a deep, hollow laugh that echoed from everywhere and nowhere. Alex screamed, running faster. But the forest stand, the invisible hunter, was always one step ahead. Alex stumbled through the forest, gasping for air. The fog pulsed like a living thing, the trees bending toward him. He could hear whispers overlapping hundreds of voices, some screaming, some crying, some laughing. Then, through the chaos, he saw himself again. His reflection stood, a head in the fog, motionless, waiting. "Alex," it said softly, "you've done this before." The ground beneath him cracked open, revealing flashes, his apartment, the headset, the cabin, all twisting together like pieces of a dream. He tried to rip the headset off again, but his hands weren't his anymore. They were covered in bark. The other Alex smiled, eyes hollow. "You never left the game." And the forest screamed. When Alex opened his eyes, everything was silent. He was back in his room. The headset lay on the floor, faintly humming, The forest was gone, or at least, it seemed that way. He laughed nervously. "It's over," he whispered. But then the lights flickered. The hum from the headset grew louder, deeper, until it sounded almost like breathing. Alex stepped closer, staring at it. On the headset's reflection, he saw the forest again, and in the middle of the fog, his reflection was smiling back. The screen lit up with a single message: player to connected. The home turned into a scream. The camera shook violently. Darkness swallowed everything, and then just breathing.